wanted you to call into the show because I think you're a very popular DJ Justin Dawson here in New York, and I know you travel, you play in clubs, bars, but during this COVID-19, you've gotten creative and you partnered up with, it's called Not Your Average, or NYA Presents, and you essentially, along with other people, perform on Instagram Live every single Friday, and the proceeds go to a different cause every week. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, as you probably know, a lot of industries that require lots of people and crowded situations are suffering right now. That includes bars, clubs, and as a DJ, I'm pretty much out of work. But aside from that, I really miss connecting with people in a real life setting. And I think a lot of people are feeling that right now. So I teamed up with my buddy, Alex Dropo. He's actually a trainer. And together we kind of came up with this initiative called Not Your Average Presents. And Not Your Average is kind of just telling you that these times are not average. And so this is like not your average collection of artists and creatives that are coming together, and not your average platform either. So yeah, anyway, so every Friday we come together, we put together a lineup of DJs, singers, musicians, trainers, educators, and we come together at different points during the day and into the evening to just connect with each other and share our knowledge, share our good vibes, and just have a good time. So yeah, it's been really great. And each, like you said, each week we pick a different charity that benefits from any money that we raise.
Yeah, and I was on there last week, and it's a lot of fun, and I love your music in general, which I want to talk to you a little bit more about in a second. But each week, how did you go about picking the various organizations that you wanted to benefit? And up to date, I guess it's a two-part question, because up to date, you're up to how much money you've raised?
Yeah, I actually just checked in with Alex this evening, and as of now, we've been doing it, going on 9 weeks now. We raised $4,710 to be exact.
Wow.
Yeah, and you know, it's kind of started as just our idea I think a lot of people are wanting to do more. It's tough when we're stuck at home. We're all feeling a little bit helpless. And we know that, you know, these frontline responders, for example, are out there every day. But one way that we can help is to contribute to organizations that might be in need. And so we've, you know, gone out and sought organizations that are doing direct response efforts relating to COVID. Direct Relief is one of them. It's a nonprofit that helps with frontline medical help. But not only that, like organizations like the Callen-Lorde Center, which helps homeless and at-risk LGBT youth here in New York City. The New York City Food Bank is another one that we've done. Actually, 2 weeks we dedicated to the food bank here in New York. You've
also done the Actors Fund, and one of the things I was talking to you offline is I don't think a lot of you hear about so many people struggling, and here in New York, Broadway is such a mainstay for so many people, and not just the actors, it's the people that work behind the scenes, and it's the actors that are ensemble. And last week, I think you were doing the Actors Fund, correct?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I think we have to kind of do what we can to think of people who might not be top of mind as people that might be in need. And it's not only, you know, obviously my circle is mostly people in nightlife, but I do have friends who are actors on Broadway who work in these industries, makeup artists, like you mentioned, stage production, stage hands, things like that. all these industries are really suffering right now. So, you know, like I said, we don't want to be kind of siphoned into one category. We want to do what we can, and so yeah, last week was a great opportunity to raise money for the Actors Fund. So that was great.
Well, I was on there last week, and I already love your music because I know of you here in the city. I've seen you spin, and I love your groove. And I say a groove because it's house music, but you get down and dirty, and I love it so much. But I have to ask you, with this time frame, what's it like spinning? I'm assuming you're spinning in your house, your apartment where you live, and you do actually do a good job of lighting because you light yourself like it looks like you're on any DJ platform. What's it like spinning for Instagram Live and without having like the crowd of people dancing in front of you?
Oh yeah, I mean, that's one of the things I enjoy most about DJing is being able to connect with people in real time in a room and just build that energy in a space where we're all together. I mean, obviously we're not able to do that remotely, at least not in the same way. So we've had to get a little bit creative with sort of making something that's visually stimulating on Instagram. So yeah, I do have some like LED colored lights that are kind of going off, gives like a little bit of a club vibe. My sister's idea was to use the humidifier that I have as a smoke machine.
Oh my God, I don't know if you noticed that. I did know a little like fog kind of in the background.
Yeah. You know, it brings the effect, but you know, we work with what we've got. But yeah, I've been getting a really cool response. I was really excited when you reached out. I'm glad that you tuned in. I feel like every week we're getting new people that are just finding out about what we're doing, and hopefully you'll come back. You know, but.
Definitely.
You know, it's cool.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I appreciate it, you know, because, we can't be together in person, but this is a little morsel of togetherness that we can share, and it's so cool to look back and see people's comments in real time as I'm playing and, you know, responding to what music I'm playing and also interacting with each other. It's like, you know, something that we probably would never have thought of as a platform to be used in this way until this pandemic. And so, you know, it's a tribute to ingenuity and creativity. You know, we'll get through this.
Absolutely. Where can people go to tune in every week?
So yeah, what's really cool about what we're doing, it's really easy for artists to participate if they're interested, and for people to tune in whenever they're able to. It's so we have a Instagram account called NYA Presents. So you can go there to gather any information as well as a link to whichever fundraiser that we're, whichever organization we're donating to that particular week. But for the artists' performances, all you have to do is tune into their page during their time slot, and you'll be able to hear them. So,
and Justin, you're at DJ Dawson, correct?
Exactly. I'll be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. at DJ Dawson, NYC.
Okay, I put that in the comments. I'll list it on tagspodcast.com. And before I let you go, a couple fun personal things. I was scrolling around on your Facebook page, and it looks like, I don't know if this is new or not, but have you gotten into running during this time frame?
Oh, well, you know, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I've been a runner my entire life.
Oh.
Yeah. I ran pretty competitively in high school and then for a bit in college. So it's always been something that I've done, but I've kind of made it a point recently to post it more because, as a lot of people are aware, there was an incident where a young man, Ahmaud Arbery, was shot down in Georgia just for going for a run. You know, it was, and so that's another. Yeah, it's another topic that's kind of top of my mind. Like, yeah, we're going through a pandemic, but there's other examples of injustice that are continuing to happen. And so it's been important for me to just showcase or just put myself out there as like, yeah, I'm a black guy who loves to run. You guys might not know this about me, but you know, whether it's just visibility or to post in solidarity with the cause. You know, a lot of people, I think last Friday actually was Ahmad's, what would have been his birthday. And so throughout social media, a lot of people committed to running on that day and used a hashtag I run with Maud in dedication to him and to fighting for equality and justice and
we can't forget
reform here in America.
We can't forget these things, and I so commend you for that because it's so important. Because it's such atrocities. So thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
And then real quick before I go, I was noticing that you did tune into. There's a lot of live stream stuff going on, and one of them that it looked like you may have tuned in was the battle between Jill Scott and Erykah Badu, two artists I've seen in concert several times. Although Erykah, I kind of jumped off the wagon for a while because I don't know, for obvious reasons. But in your opinion, can we just get who won the battle, or did they play their
It's tough, you know. Like what I love about this whole versus battle. Like there was another one a couple weeks ago with Teddy Riley and
Babyface.
Babyface, yeah, and it's such a cool idea to bring these artists in this sort of idea of like a battle or a duel. But at the end of the day, what's really happening is just a celebration of culture and these brilliant creators who've brought us this music. And what strikes me is like, wow, I didn't even realize sometimes like that Babyface wrote that song for Toni Braxton or you know,
or so for Madonna even at one point.
Exactly.
Forget what it's called. Take a bow. Yeah, right.
yeah. So that's what I got out of that whole thing. It's just like a celebration of music. I mean, but I have to say, as a native of Dallas, I have to go. I don't know if I had to choose between Erykah or Jilly from Philly, I would have to go with Erykah Badu because she's from my hometown. So.
Okay. Well, she was my first. I saw her before I saw Jill, so okay, I'll go with that.
There you go.
DJ Justin Dawson, thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure for calling in. I'm going to list all of the things on our page so people can tune in tomorrow. And you're doing such a good thing. And people can also, it's not just you, there's other artists. And
exactly.
Is there one place that everybody can go to that you can say one more time that you can kind of see the lineup?
The best way to see the lineup would be to go to NYA Presents on Instagram, and at the GoFundMe that's linked in the bio, you'll get the link to donate if you'd like to the cause for the week, as well as a lineup right beneath that. So
got it.
This week it's going to be great. We've got a singer, his name is Anthony Cherry. He's originally from Scotland, but he lives here in New York. Then we've got a workout with Alex Dropo. We've got Derek Montero, who's I consider to be kind of my DJ twin, but from the West Coast. He's amazing. He's from Los Angeles. We've got Josh Applebaum from one third of the group Occupy the Disco, based here in New York. And it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for it.
I'm going to list all of that. That's so cool. I'm going to tune in. Thank you so much.
It's been such a pleasure. Thank you for having me. And, everybody hang in there and, stay encouraged, keep creating, stay connected. Thank you.
Words to live by. Thank you so much, Justin. I'll talk with you soon, I hope.
All right. See you guys tomorrow night.
Yes, exactly. I'll be there. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Ciao.